Okay, hi there guys. We're going to do a little video here about Panatukan, Kadena and some Dumog, and we're going to do a little bit of a fairly easy drill to mix the distances and mix the concepts. And again, we build it up with a technique, and then we add another one, and then we do it back and forth and play a little bit with it. And in Kali Sikaran, we like to do a lot of changes in distancing, because we never know what distance we need to do our work, and we play a lot, mixing them up a little bit. And like I say in other videos, we like to do a lot of drilling, but the drill by itself isn't, it's not on the purpose in itself. It's about getting some experience with different techniques and see when you can apply them or when they don't work, or what happens when you get a little bit surprised or something goes wrong. So we love when somebody take you wrong, because now you have to react and see what kind of reactions you have there. So let's play a little bit with that, and I hope you're ready for that. So I'm asking my training partner here, see if you might need to play around a little bit in this exercise here. So we're just going to start with very easy Panatukan. We're going to do a cross back and forth, and we're just going to do a regular parries. It's going to be a cross, parry, back and forth. So that's Panatukan or boxing range or whatever you want to call it. That's going to be here. So again, just drilling, aim for your target, make sure you don't stay there, and make sure that it's to your face. Just checking there. I never do that mistake. And now we're just going to go a little bit closer. So it's going to look almost the same. It's not going to look the same actually, but instead of just parrying with left, we're going to do a parry, a clear, and a check before we throw that cross again. It means we need to get a little bit closer, so I'll just do it 3 times. Just get the punch. I'm going to parry with my left. Clear with my right hand here, and I'm just going to have a little slight check. Application wise, that should be stronger, but now we just go easy and just make sure we're there. So it's going to be 1, 2 and 3, and now I'm punching back. So that will be my application, to just be there and pulling in, punch back. So now we get a little bit closer than the previous exercise, and we're just going to do that only now. So it's going to be 1, 2 and 3. So it's not going to be that full extension any longer. We're a little bit closer here. And that's not so advanced. Of course, if you haven't done it before, 1, 2 and 3, punch back. 1, 2, 3. And you need to move your head slightly there also, so you're not in front of it if the other one is striking really hard or if they are powerful. So now we have 2 exercises, and we're going to combine them a little bit. So it can be Panatukan range and just throw that punch and just parry, or go in there and check a little bit more. So we just play with that. We can start Panatukan, or you start there. Doesn't matter. So we can be here, and whenever we feel like it, we go in and have a little bit more control over the opponent's arm. We get back out to it again. It just changes the dynamics a little bit. And in close range, you kind of got 2 options, or you got many options, but in one way you can just go in there and try to run them over with strikes, short elbows and stuff like that. Or we can go in and take control and do some locks and stuff. We call that Dumog. But we're going to do the elbow option first. So we're just going to have that punch. And I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 here, and I'm going to go right, left, and back at it. I'll do it again. So we have our 1, 2, 3 here. From this position, practice now, I'm going to do it on the arm. That could be the arm, could be the shoulder, could be the face. Doesn't matter, but for the purpose of exercise, we're going to work on the arm. 1, 2, and touch. 1, 2, that's the opposite, shouldn't do that. So I'm here, we've been here. Before we were just punching. This time I have this control and I throw my right elbow downwards, left elbow upwards, and now this one is clear for a punch. I'm going to do that from the other side as well, just a few times. And again, I don't want to be in front of that, so I want to be a little bit on an angle here. Shoot, shoot, punch back. So now we have 3 variations to this little drill. We have a Panatukan punching, we have a monitoring, a little bit more like a Cadena distance, left, right, left, or we add 2 elbows to that. So we do the left, right, left, elbow, elbow, punch back. Do you play with that? I start with Panatukan, what do you prefer? Never mind. I'll go back to Panatukan, I like that long range. And of course you can monitor a little bit here. I know my friend here likes that a lot. In his game. Or just back out to it again. I will do it extra. Hope that's okay. So, you can play quite a lot with those 3 things. We're going to add a little bit of Dumog there, and Dumog again could be full on grappling, but it can also be a lock in like a transition to a position where you want to end it, or where you want to finish your technique or apply it at different things. So it's not always like BJJ or MMA, it's just the positioning or locking to win the fight or get an advantage position there. So we have a few ones. First one, just going to be an outside armbar. So, just going to be here. We've already done this like an elbow here, but I can stay here and hold it. I'll just stay here. It's not going to be like a winning position, it's just a temporary moment of control there. So I can just hold it. I want to cover my face, so I don't want to be here exposed for headbutts and punches. But after this, I'll just stay here. So they can be very non-violent or very passive sort of, but normally if you're passive, we're not going to hold you there. So to deal with that, you've got a few options, but I can just stay here, wait for 1 moment maybe, not 2. I can stay here or I can push and take a little bit control of his balance. Second option is I can just pop it. So I'm just trying to hit that elbow with my elbow. And of course, you don't want to miss, but you pull this one here and you shoot this one up. A little bit careful when you practice the training partner there so you don't hurt somebody. So I can just stay, or I can kind of hit it, back to it, hit it, or just stay. Or third option, we can use this as a little bit of a takedown, where you bring them to the ground. I'm not going to bring them all the way to the ground now, but you can get a little bit temporary control there. And when that happens, maybe bring them to the ground so you can keep on firing. Yeah. Or just get in positions, you can do other techniques there, depending on where you want to go. So we just play with this. U-turn. That was a shoot to elbow. That was a double elbow. Hold, bring it down. We'll just stay, monitor. Just stay there. So now I can play with that. Push a little bit. Just stay. Out Panatukan again, maybe. Just for fun. Hold with double elbow. You can also do the double elbow and then go to the armbar, so you can combine that as well. Or when you don't know what to do, just punch. Nothing wrong with just punching. Nice and easy. Everyone have a little bit of control. You might want to get in and you might want to go for that checkpoint. We add one more. Yeah. So we add the figure 4 as well. So when you're at the arm bar, if you get some compliance in that arm, you're not going to get it for free. You have to work for it. So you need to distract them, or you need to hurt them a little bit. And if that arm starts to be a little bit relaxed, or if he's trying to pull his hand back, we can apply a lock there. It's called figure 4. So from this position, yes, yes, whatever. And we get in here. So a lot of details there. I'm not going to go into details in this video because it's going to be a little bit too long. But arm bar. Catch my own arm. Holding on his forearm. I can add a little pressure to his shoulder there. That's one way. Can also add a little pressure to his hand. It's another way. Or my favorite is when you do it and we add that elbow to his face. So it's a figure 4 with extra, just for fun. So you do the arm bar, figure 4 basic. Do the arm bar, figure 4 a little bit hand pressure. Or do the figure 4 with extra pop. Careful with the training partner though. We do that. You want to play as well?
Yes.
Cool. Regular figure 4. Figure 4 with a little bit more hand control. Figure 4 with elbow to the face. I hate when he's doing stuff on me like that, so you can also start to add when he's doing it, but I don't want to do it, so I go into another position because I like to counter things. Do it again, please. So if I'm adding pressure on that one, I can actually go to an arm bar from there. I'll be back in the beginning. And then we can just play around with all of it. Or maybe just back out in distance. To control a little bit more monitoring. Maybe just stay there and breathe a little bit. Back to it. Or maybe a little pop on that elbow, just for fun. Or the double elbow is always nice. Or the figure 4, or maybe a counter. No counter. No. Just kidding. It's quite a lot, and we just play around with it. So, regular punching. Parry, a little bit more control, left, right, checkpoint, a little bit more action. You add double elbows if you want to control the situation, outside armbar. If you want to, or need to, or have to, work on his arm, maybe a little pop to the elbow to make them react, or all the way to takedown, or adding that figure 4, and you can counter that. So all techniques can be countered, whatever you're doing them poorly or you're good in timing and see or feel what's going to happen there. So little play with Panatukan, Kadina and Dumog. Good?
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Take care guys, hope you enjoyed that.